responded, you've addressed senator, senator, senator. I think you should be addressing victims, because they're the ones we're asking questions on behalf of. Yep. And they're the ones who have come today on behalf of their family members. Another thing I want to ask you, you've mentioned a couple of times a lack of awareness of emails or documents or communications. And, you know, Mr. Muilenberg, we have something around here before we vote. We say we read the bill so that we know what's in it. And if we need to ask questions, we ask questions. And we develop that awareness that is so necessary to make good decisions and to have a full view of the situation that is in front of us. And it is disconcerting to hear someone who's to be the leader of a company to say, I wasn't aware, or I didn't know, or hadn't read that. Nobody made me aware of that. I depended on that. You know, we call that passing the buck, and it is your responsibility, if you're going to lead the company, to have that awareness. So have you, at this point, read each and every page of every document that is relative to the situation in this case?
Senator, I can't say I've read every document, every page. I know we've provided more than 500,000 pages of documents as part of the production process over the last year. I accept your input and your criticism. I am accountable. Our company's accountable. Accountability starts with me.
I appreciate that, but I think that it is unsettling to hear you say, I haven't read that. Let me move on. I do believe you're in the business of safety as a priority. And even though you say you don't sell safety, let's talk a little bit about the simulators, because you had pilots that were training in the simulators as well as training in flight, correct?
You're referring during the MAX development?
Yes.
Senator? Yes.
Yes. Okay, so the simulators that were being used for training, were they built by the same engineers with the same components, the same sensors, the same systems as the MAX system?
Senator, we have a wide variety of simulators, some of which are what we call conformed simulators, which represent the actual hardware and software of the airplane. We have others that are engineering simulators.
That some of the pilots were not training on this specific simulator. And then you also, you know, Mr. Peters had started down a line of questioning with you about the pilots and the pilots that were trained, and you only had highly experienced pilots in simulators before flying the new MAX system, correct?
Senator, I was referring to our Boeing test pilots. We also have pilots from a number of other organizations, regulators, and airlines.
Why would you not choose pilots with a variety of experience, a wide range of experience? Because there are pilots with a wide range of experience that are going to be in that cockpit, flying that plane in real time.
Senator, I agree with your view on the necessity of having a variety of pilot experiences involved in the testing process. But again, our Boeing pilots are not the only testers in the process.
Okay, well then let's take it this way. What changes are you going to make in the simulators and in the training that is going to bring to account for human factor?
Senator, we've made several changes and have more to come. But to start, the baseline training program for the MAX is roughly a 24-day training program, which includes heavy use of simulators, advanced simulators. We've also modified the computer-based training for the incremental training between the NG and the MAX. We've added visibility to the training materials for the MCAS system that we've talked about. That new training is all currently being evaluated and will be ultimately certified by the regulators to make it a baseline in the program. We're also investing R&D significantly in advanced
Let
simulation.
me ask you this. I appreciate all of that and appreciate your answer. Prior to these occurrences, did you feel that your training was not sufficient?
Senator, no, we implemented the training that was planned and certified for the airplane.